So, if you've watched my channel before, you're probably wondering what I've been doing this entire time. Well, aside from procrastinating on videos and doing schoolwork, I've actually been working on a pretty big project with my friend, IHasName. You should have heard of the Origins mod already, but if you haven't yet, here's a quick rundown. Basically, when you enter a Minecraft world for the first time, this mod will give you multiple options to choose for your Minecraft origin, which give you abilities that have upsides and downsides. However, as you saw from the title, this mod was modified. Thanks to IHasName's coding skills, once you kill the Ender Dragon, your origin will evolve and gain new and powerful abilities to support you, which can range from seeing through walls to even summoning rain. Useful abilities for war. The first time I joined the server was with two friends, Philza and Wilbur. I spent a few minutes thinking about which origin I should choose, but I ultimately decided to go with the Enderian origin, which allows you to have infinite ender pearls and longer reach, but at the cost of taking damage in the rain and water. Once I was done messing around with my origin, I started gathering some wood and food. While I was doing that, my friends headed out to find a location for a base. After one of them found a good location to settle, he built a beacon there and immediately got to mining and supply gathering. Once I received the coordinates, I also started traveling there, which was actually surprisingly fast thanks to the infinite ender pearls. Once I arrived at the location, McGrew was already waiting for me there with full iron and extra iron ore, which is great news. Once I got done with crafting my own tools, I immediately set my spawn. Then, I got straight to mining. Since there weren't any caves nearby, I decided to just head down the strip mine that was already being dug out. While I was strip mining though, I came across a lava pool leading into a cave, which would prove to be useful later. For now, I was focused on finding more resources and not dying to mobs. Nothing much really happened. After a solid bit of mining, I had to go up for food. Unfortunately, I didn't find any diamonds during my trip, but it was alright, as I came up with plenty of iron. By the time I got out of the cave, my other friend Philza also got to the base. Since our first goal in the server was to gain our adapted forms, we built a portal at the lava pool below and entered the Nether. Luckily, our Nether portal spawn was actually incredibly close to a Nether fortress, which would allow us to grind for blaze rods there. While I was collecting blaze rods, Philza went out to loot the Nether fortress, allowing us to get more done at a faster rate. However, as we were finishing up the Nether, IHasName sent in the chat, "Give me blaze rod," which can be interpreted as some foreshadowing for later. On the way back, I left the blaze rods in the Nether chest in case I somehow died in a freak accident along the way back. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! So, yeah, not exactly the smartest move there. Anyways, once Philza returned to the base, he headed offline after resupplying on food. While I was remaking my armor though, this was when IHasName began hassling me about trading a blaze rod for a diamond. On the surface, this looked like a great trade offer. However, I knew that I couldn't allow that, as blaze rods were essential for entering the end, and our group couldn't allow anyone else to become adapted before us, or to gain the dragon egg. This was when I warned IHasName not to come to our base, and that we were not trading items. After multiple warnings that I would have to defend if he arrived, he decided to come anyways.
Making my way downtown.
You.
How are you trying to do? Cause this shit. Nice house.
While I knew IHasName had somewhat superior gear, I had completely underestimated his shulk origin, which gave him a hefty buff to his armor, essentially making his iron armor diamond level.
Yeah, you think you're gonna fight me? Do you know how much damage you do to me? You do half a heart of damage to me. You realize that, right, Jerry? Yeah, where are you going now?
This was also when he decided that he wanted to borrow our portal so he could find the location of our Nether fortress.
Where's your portal? Dumbass, what are you doing stalling? Don't tell me you're trying to get Danny online.
I tried to keep him distracted, but my weapons were dealing next to no damage due to his armor stats. After he combed through the entire base, he couldn't find anything, although he came extremely close at times. For example, this time, where he was right next to where I blocked off the portal tunnel.
How the hell do you have so much dirt?
In the end of this encounter, nothing was lost from our side. Oh crap! Crap! No!
Oh god.
Well, except for that. Sometime later, my friends did some grinding while I was offline and had gotten enough resources for us to fight the dragon. McGrew had actually also found the location of the stronghold, but since Apiats wasn't online at the time, McGrew and I decided to just scout the dungeon first. After going through the portal and traveling a bit in the Nether, we built another portal in the basalt region. However, when we entered the overworld, it was raining, so we had to travel a bit underground. Once we finally made it into the stronghold, the first room we entered was a library, which was great news as we were in need of bookshelves. McGrew harvested the bookshelves while I looted the chests, which had some pretty nice books in them. Soon after, we got going, and after a while of exploring and killing, we finally made it to the end portal. However, since we were waiting for Apiat, we decided to just fill the end portal with one eye missing, in case IHasName or his friends stumbled across the stronghold. The following day, Apiats and McGrew were both online and ready to fight the Ender Dragon, so we all headed through the Nether once more and into the portal room. Once the last pearl was set down, we jumped into the portal and began the fight. Alright, good. We'll have to build up to those. I'll tower to those and get them out of the way. Please, no. Alright, I can get back in. I can just get back in. I'm back. No more crystals? Okay, good. We can bet it. When the dragon was at its last few points of HP, I got the last hit on the dragon, which evolved my Origin. My new Origin, the adapted Endarian, gave me the new powers of arrow immunity and seeing through walls, along with my previous abilities. After the dragon fight, we wanted to revive the dragon again so we could evolve the rest of our group. However, we needed to restock on supplies first. Not long after we got home though, IHasName came to our base again looking for blaze rods, but this time he was sneaking around. With my new abilities of ESP, I saw him through the walls and told my friends, who immediately rushed out with me to fight him. Yo, he's there. I see him. I see the ESP. At first, IHasName tried running away, but then decided to turn around and start fighting. He was carrying an enchanted netherite sword with enchanted armor, so I knew he was going to be even harder to fight than last time. He deals so much damage! I'm getting away. However, this time, I had my friends with me to fight him. After sustaining insane amounts of damage from his sword swings, I ran back into the base to heal, but saw him right outside, so I dumbly just rushed out to get killed. Soon after, McGrew also died in a creeper blast. But when all hope seemed to be lost, IHasName was on the run. It seems that he also took heavy damage from the creeper blast, but we weren't about to let him get away. While he was running towards the lake, I teleported in front of him to knock him into it, which allowed for Apiots to catch up with him. Yes! Yes! We got him! We looted his body and got his enchanted netherite sword, which was given to McGrew. After the fight, IHasName and I agreed to draft some basic rules into the SMP so that disorder wouldn't constantly be plaguing it. The new rules included that killing would only be allowed on war days, and war days were held on Saturday. With that, our groups formally declared war against each other. With only a few days left until Saturday, our group needed to get up to par, quick. Most of us were just running on iron armor this entire time. Later, we got back to gain adapted forms for our entire group, so after 2 more end fights, everyone in the group was adapted now. Apiots, who had the feline origin, now gained the abilities of dealing 5 hearts of damage with his bare fists, and having 1.8 combat enabled when his bare fists are out. McGrew, on the other hand, had the Blazeborn origin, which now gained the abilities of flight and summoning fireballs. After all this, we went our separate ways to grind for gear. A few days later, we made progress in leaps and bounds. McGrew and Apiots had obtained netherite armor and also found a few end cities, which had useful shulkers within them. In our base, a villager farm had been started, which allowed for us to get fortune and mending books. McGrew had also built an end grinder a few thousand blocks away from the main end spawn, which made gaining XP quick and easy. While they worked on that, I spent my time grinding for end crystals and upgrading my bow. Before we knew it, War Day was upon us. At the time, I was wearing diamond armor, but McGrew actually had 5 extra pieces of netherite I could use on my items, which was great news for our battle. IHasName's side was online for a few hours before the war, so we were pretty sure that they were going to pull some tricks during the fight. We also were thinking of a plan, but we ultimately decided that the best one was just to stick together and fight. After gearing up and making sure everything was prepared, we agreed with the other side that War Day would commence at exactly 2:10. And soon enough, it started.
Alright, let's go. Wreck some random kit.
Okay, this is his first time joining also, okay? They might actually...
Alright.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just go. Wait for me real quick. I'm almost there. Alright, should we all... Alright, are we ready? Let's go.
Right cell. Alright. Don't get bombed, guys. Ah. trying to going for a Nova. No, he ran off.
Yeah, very slow.
We are dealing quite
Oh, I might die. Oh, oh, I got out. I got out. Oh shoot. All right, we can't fight in the house. Don't fight in the house. It's too cramped. Where are you guys?
2v1 by this time.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
No, it's a 3v1 through. They're all going for it.
You run. You gotta run. We already took out Andy Nova. Oh, he's fast.
Nova's getting wrecked really hard.
Dude, these phantoms are so annoying. From there on out, the fight just became a waiting game of hiding in the rain, and then a marathon of IHasName running away from us for a solid 30 minutes. In the end, IHasName had to sacrifice all of his teammates to die, so he could get away, and none of us died a single time during the fight. They did have to sue for peace, and surrendered 32 diamonds to us. However, we still didn't kill IHasName, which meant that he was left alone to plan for his future revenge. Something you might just see in part 2.